marks on your rusty frame, stuck in the mud, oh, but it's okay. I don't have the pieces of your home, buried in the flashbacks. All these wicked nightmares have gone cold. Now we go way, way back, as far as way back goes. Still standing by your side. You know I'll be right here when all the monsters come. Oh, I've got you.
Hello and welcome. This is Teresa, and welcome to my channel. This is a late video for me. Excuse me. I'm gonna start off by coughing. But I promised myself that I would do this tonight. So I got a little into what I was doing and waited till the last minute, but I'm here now and I've achieved my personal goal of being here tonight, and so that's a good thing. This is Language of Flowers Journal Part 1, my rendition of the Carol Laws, The Language of Flowers Journal, that she did, I want to say back in early March, I believe, is when she started hers, but don't hold me to that. No, I might be wrong. Let's see. No, about maybe early February. I think more like early February. The important thing is that she has a playlist for the Language of Flowers, and she has 4 videos on this, so they're really good. Go check them out. This is what I've got so far. I tried to copy her journal verbatim just because I wanted to, because everything she did was beautiful, and because I thought it would be a good practice for me, a good exercise for my skills, so on and so forth. Now, this is part 1. I've got a lot more to do. But let's see where I'm at. So we've got the front cover and the back cover. Oops, where'd you go, back cover? Okay, so those are on standby. And then we've got 5 signatures. Now, you may be asking yourself, well, why didn't you do any of this on screen and do a video of it? Because I really had to study Carol's videos while I was doing this. I had to back them up, excuse me, move them forward, back them up, rewatch, go buy digitals, realize I didn't have all the digitals I need, go buy some more. The first few times I watched, I had to watch to figure out which books I wanted to order. So I did order the Language of Flowers book. I ordered a Jane Austen letters book. I didn't get the same one as she had. I didn't realize that the pages were going to look so different. I don't know, maybe they don't look so different. Maybe it's, I'm finding that it seems like I see some of the colors in her video a little bit different than what maybe they really are in real life. But anyways, I've got some Jane Austen letters and I'm using those. I already had one of the garden books. I could not find the other garden book. So I replaced those pages with rag paper pages from Italy. I didn't have beautiful tea dyed paper like she did, so I replaced those with beetroot dyed paper instead. And then there was the observer, that's a hard word for me to say for some reason, guide for wildflowers. I did get one of those, but it's not the exact same one as she had, but I've been able to pull up like some of the flowers that she used in her journal. So There's a lot of similarity, but it's not exactly the same. I think that's it for books. So let's go ahead and take a look at the signatures. Signature 1. I may have to do some cutting down yet. That was really hard. I am not a measuring type person, so that's why I stopped doing folios. I did try doing folios in my early experience, but measuring just makes me cringe, and my brain doesn't want, my brain has to work too hard for that. So I tried really hard to measure and to follow the guidelines. I'm going to take a glue eraser here in a bit, and I'm going to clean up. I noticed a couple pages with glue. But this is from the Language of Flowers book, and the digitals used are, oh, I just went blank. Paper Cameo. Paper Cameo. Cameo paper. Paper Cameo. It's been a long day. I've been working hard on this thing. Paper Cameo, right. So, one of the pages in the digitals had the Language of Flowers. How clever. How serendipitous or something. I don't know. I'm trying to be clever, but I'm not doing very well. So I've got my pages together. There is one or two signatures that aren't totally together, but this one is almost complete. Now, this one is bigger than the one that Carol has in her journal. There were times where I just had to say, stop it, Teresa. You can't be exactly the same. And if I already started something and then I realized, oh gosh, this is bigger than the one she did, I just moved forward and went with it. Because I already had the digital printed, I already started working on this ephemera. I definitely can't sew like she can sew. So, and this actually is smaller than hers. Hers was bigger, but of course this was smaller. So, whatever. It's gonna work. This flips open, and it's got this pop-up. That was a lot of work. This is the book that I already had, and I was able to match this page. I was able to match this digital. I wasn't always able to match this because I studied and tried to figure. First of all, it was hard to see what she had on the back side. I had to watch different videos to try and figure that out. That was a lot of work. Here's one of my beetroot tea-dyed papers. And then we have this one. Now she did one page in each journal, where she took one page and she folded them in so that they had flaps instead of just folding them in half. And this was one of them. I'm going to pull this down a little bit. So what I mean is, let's see. This has the original page, which has a flap here and a flap here. So it was folded that way. And then on one flap, she added this flap, and then it has a little pocket on the inside of here. And then she added this digital from High Tea. Some of these I can remember right away. And then it's got a little belly band right here. Okay. Then there's an observer page. We'll just call that a wildflower page because I don't like saying that word. Then we have a Jane Austen letter, and I'm going back and forth in my mind as to whether I think I should cut this white off. So I'd love to hear in the comments, what do you think? Should I cut that white off? I really feel like I should trim that white off. And then the tea-dyed papers and the Jane Austen letters are all folded in like this. So I don't know what's going to happen with this. If this is going to go down and be a tuck pocket. I'm on video, well, I've watched all 4 videos, but I'm on video 3. I think I'm caught up with everything to video 3. And then this is the last page, or, you know, the last page, but the middle. And so we go this way, and I'm trying to think. There's a pocket there. And trying to remember if there was supposed to be anything more in here. Not to my knowledge as of yet. Then there's a pocket here, and there's a card that's going to go in here, a tag, a tall tag, but I haven't made that yet. Yeah, this needs cleaned up a bit. So it looks like it's pretty good, except for, looks like this needs folded in a little bit more, and this needs trimmed a bit more. All right, there's signature 1. Signature 2, not as complete. This signature 1 is the only one that's really complete. Now signature 2 starts off with this digital, and it has a pocket right here. Carol did it so that hers lined right up. Again, because, you know, she's A4 paper, I'm US paper, that brought a whole nother dimension into things with making it difficult for me to measure and that sort of thing. So I was trying to reduce the pages, but I didn't do it very well, and so maybe I didn't get this reduced, but I had them both printed. I practiced use what you've got quite a bit with this too, while still trying to come as close as possible to what Carol did. Here's one of those pages that were folded in. This is gonna need something, of course. I may have to do this page over and print on the other side. I don't know yet. It's a lot of work here. This page is done, but it wasn't done correctly. It made me sad because I wanted to do it the way that Carol did it, but I got carried away and I glued this down, and I wasn't supposed to. So this is supposed, oops, what am I doing here? I don't know why that's, I may end up redoing that because something's going on right here that I don't know what it is. So what I'll do is I'll just print out this basket again in this label, and I'll just put it over there so that I can have a pocket there, and that will fix any marred edges there. And then we have the Language of Flowers book. Beautiful image. Here's another one of my botanical book, and I was able to match that one. I think just those first 2 were the ones that I was able to match. The rest I had to pull in something else. And then I have this beautiful page from my Italian book. I love this. And I think there probably should be something else in here. I don't know what it might be. But that's a good start to that signature. Being very careful to keep my hard work together and not lose track of it. Here's another beautiful page. Let's see, she's got me doing a side pocket there. Not sure. I don't know if that was supposed to be a top pocket or not. I think it was just to cover things up. I think it was just to attach to that flip. This one I just put in because I liked it. And then, do we have a pocket here? Well, I guess we're going to have a pocket, but I don't know for sure, so I'm not going to mess with it. Some of my pages, again, trying to make sure that I grab the same digitals as her. So sometimes I would go ahead and fold my digitals in half, just because, you know, I've got all this stuff on my desk, and oh my gosh, it was tough. And so I'd fold them in half to make more room for stuff, because I had 50 million digital kits. And then ended up, oh phooey, this one was one that, you know, I wanted to fold in the flaps, not folded in half. So maybe as I watch her video, she'll have a wonderful idea for something to go right there, and that will help to hide that fold there. If not, I'll do my own thing. There will be instances of Teresa here, and not just Carol. That was what I've got done for signature 3 so far. Now here's signature 4. And in case I forget to put in the description, I will try and name off some of the kits. So, High Tea, Flora, Floral Affair, Vintage Lace. I think this is supposed to go right here, but I don't know, so I'm not going to do it. What else? Isabel. Let's see, I can do this better. I have what I call a paper cameo sampler. And so I took a Word document and did not thumbnails, but a semblance of thumbnails, just big enough so I could see. So Floral Affair, Flora, Flora Ledger, Hamptons, Isabel, Vintage Lace, Divinity, Dreamy, Summer Picnic, High Tea, Valentine 1 and 2, Hearts in Bloom, Cottage, and let's see, I also have Blue Lace, and oh, there was one other. Secret Window, Autumn Rose 2, and I might have Pink Divinity too. I can't remember on that one. So at some point I will have all of these kits listed in my description. Probably not tonight. I will probably go to bed after this. This is a pretty one. This one has work to be done on it, obviously. Yep, lots to do on this one. It doesn't have, well, it does have a Jane Austen. Yeah, it does. So I think it just needs some more of that stuff. And then this is going to go here in the back. I'm going to get it ready, but I'm not going to put it in because I need, well, I could. Okay, so this is going to get cut right there. Does that look straight? Okay, and then I'm going to cut this right here. I don't know, I may redo that. I think I wanted it to be the full length, but this will kind of be like a placeholder. But use what you've got. So even though I wanted it to go to full length, I'm going to do it. I'm going to use it. See how I've been talking to myself through this, encouraging myself, things like that. So this is going to go like this, and this is going to be a side tuck, and this is just to reinforce, so I don't need all of that. Let's not cut our paper underneath. That should be good. This doesn't have to be perfectly straight. Well, it kind of does. No, it doesn't. Because I already made the fold. And I believe the fold is straight. So I thought to myself, well, my US friends are probably in bed or not on YouTube right now, but maybe some overseas folks are just starting their day or they're hanging out on YouTube. Now, this needs a little, I just have a dry throat. Doesn't help that I sleep with my mouth open all night long and wake up with, and I think it just stays with me throughout the day because of that. Okay, so that's going to go like that, and this is a side tuck, and why do I need that? Oh, okay, because I was going to gusset the whole thing. I'm just going to gusset that. Call it good. There's the other difference between me and Carol. She is so attentive to detail, and man, she does a good job. No, I'm not gonna. So let's trim this off. It's late, so I am saying so every other word, which I usually am pretty good about not doing. Oh, I hope my paper isn't there. A little bit late. I've been Plus, I've been doing this all day. I just needed to get some mileage on this. I just needed to make some progress. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Might have been nice to ink that. Alright, now I'm going to look at okay, so yeah, on the other side, what she did was let's see, okay, it's coming back, it's coming to me. Okay, so she took a piece of book page. I've got this scrap right here. I'm just going to use this scrap. And she, let's see. She put a divot in here. Just a little one. And where's my pencil? We'll just do this. I'll cut that off after I'm done. Alright, so she took this, excuse me, darn it, I'm going to have to get her water, just a second. A Gatorade was closer. And just wet my whistle. And go back to see if I can think what I'm doing here. How did she do that? I think she, let's see. I think she folded this a little bit. I don't remember. Okay. That doesn't look right though. It has to be folded. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So this and it's too short. Well, okay, wing it, Tracy. You can do it. You can wing it. Okay, so we're gonna do this right here. And we're gonna glue this. Right there. Then we're gonna take another little piece. That pocket will just be a little short. That's fine. And then we're gonna take this and we're going to fold here. I've never tried this before. I thought I'd give it a shot. It doesn't have to be straight. Okay. Now this is going to fold over onto here. So that needs to be a little bit, needs to be folded in just a little bit more. How's that? Nope. Too much. It doesn't matter. Nope, that doesn't matter. Because stuff will go in there. Okay, so that's good. And let's trim some of that off. We're done with free cutting with the razor. Okay, so that goes there, that goes there. Yep. Crease that down. And okay. Not really, sorry. Needs to be in between those two folds. Because I need to catch or something. Right? Ugh. Nope. Has to be in a little bit more. What is this? 4 times a charm? Okay, I think I'm just trying to capture that right there. Okay, now, what am I going to do here? Am I going to leave that there, or am I going to take the bulk out? I'm going to take the bulk out. This is the messiest one of these I've ever made. Now, this goes like that, and that goes like that, and I can't have that white showing. Heavens knows, you know I don't like any white showing. Alright, I'll ink the rest. Anything else that is showing, I will ink. This gets glued. It's glued. Amazing, I'm not off camera. And then we're going to ink it. There's so much more fun stuff that she is doing. Oh my goodness. Lots and lots of fun. No, I can't handle those sharp corners. So I'm thinking that when I do the binding, that I can do a binding that will come up and it will extend the covers so that I don't have to trim my pages anymore. That's my theory. That's my hope. We'll see how it comes out in the wash. Okay. I see a little white there. Will it show when this is glued down? Yes, it will. Hold still, hands. Okay. I think this piece is from, I want to say Cottage. But then I feel like it's from one of the new ones I just bought. I don't know. Alright, I'm happy with that. So now this is going to get glued here, here, and here. Okay, where's my page? Like that. Yes, and then down, I think. I think I want it right there. Here. Here. And here. And then right here. Does that look straight to you? No. Doesn't to me either. Still not very good. Do I get any more wiggle room? Yes, I do. Okay, I'm not fooling with it anymore. Rubbing my finger on it. So now we've got move glue. We've got a pocket there and a pocket there. And for some reason this is coming up. Did I not put glue there? Yes, I put glue there. I still have to find fabric for the binding. She used beautiful, beautiful purple fabric. I do not have any purple fabric, so I'm going to have to source that out here pretty soon. I won't be able to get it in anytime soon because we're leaving next Wednesday, and we'll be traveling for 2 or 3 weeks, and so I won't have a home base for receiving packages until after that. So what I can, yeah, I probably can order it and have it sent to my next home base. No, I'll have it sent to my P.O. box. That'd work. Yeah, okay, well, finally. That took some work. Oh, and I still have another signature to show. Okay, no more working in the journal tonight. I'm just going to show this last signature and then wrap it up. Get the sharp things put away. Okay, this one is feeling pretty light, so it's got a lot of work to be done to it. Haven't done anything with that yet. Lots of work yet. So definitely will be needing a part 2 and a part 3 yet. I was sad that I had to cut so much of that stamp off. And that's because I didn't get my digital sized, scaled correctly. Wow, this needs a lot of stuff. Like, it doesn't have a red piece in it. I have no idea where this red piece is supposed to go, but I know it's going to need a red piece, and I know that it's going to need a book page. And I'm pretty sure that it's going to need this, and that's why those things were over there. So these will need cut down. There'll be some cutting to do, but for a minute there I was like, oh, I'll just cut them now. But I said I'm not going to work in this anymore tonight, because pushing it like that is how we make mistakes that sometimes we can't come back from and have to redo something. For this, I can't tell if she did, she's doing her videos on right now. She's doing the flip through. She's not at a center page. I wish she'd go to a center page so I could see. It looks, yeah, I'm pretty sure she did a 3-hole. Because I did want to copy her, but I was like, no man, I am not doing a 5-hole binding on this. So it looks like she did 3 holes. And that's what I'm going to do, is 3 holes. And it will be so fun to have this done. Look, that's got some height on it. This is the back. And this is the front. And so what I might do is just make sure it's okay that way, and then build my binding so that it comes over a little bit here and then bends there, and then I will build this up, and I will do a hidden spine, yeah. So with that purple fabric, it looks like is what I'm going to use. Yeah, still figuring it out, still researching. This took a lot of research, a lot of study, but it's been a real labor of love. I will never do this again. At least not somebody who's done 5 signatures with, oh my gosh, it's probably, how many digital kits did I name? It's probably 10 to 15 digital kits. Yeah. And, oh, the fun thing is that I had to buy 2 more kits tonight. And so I just was brave and asked Nicola if I could have another shop code. Because ideally, you know, I would have bought all of them and used the shop code that I had and be done with it. But I didn't have my list. So there was a couple times I bought kits that I didn't have a shop code, and I was like, oh man, I bought so many. So I just asked her and she gave me one. Yay, thank you. And then after I made the last purchase, she messaged me back and said, hey, you just took me to 15,000 sales. So I don't know if that's probably not dollars. I don't know. Maybe she's had 15,000 sales. Sounds like a lot. But anyways, she said, so I want to offer you a free kit. And I said, okay, but I'm going to wait a little bit in case Carol gives me any more surprises and I find that I have to buy another digital kit. And I'll use that offer from you. So she's like, sounds good. And that's what we're going to do. And this is going to be so pretty. And it's going to be so fun. And I will be putting it in my Ko-fi shop when it's done. And I will be selling it. Oh, I just noticed a little cut there, but that's okay because the new binding is going to come to about there, so that will be covered up. And if you all have any ideas for beautiful purple fabric, will you please let me know in the comments? The purple fabric that I want is just something that would match this and maybe has some light floral on it. I'm gonna see if I can peek at what she's got. Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of like big purple, so lavender and then big grape purple flowers on top of the light hues of lavender that have like, they're kind of like abstract, kind of like, you know, what I want to say, abstract is good. And then they've got like little dots in the middle. And so if anybody knows of any fabric that is like that, please let me know because I have to find some beautiful purple fabric to go with this beautiful journal. Okay, 48 minutes, time to go. Thank you, and I hope you will join me next time. Please remember to hit that like button if you liked it, the dislike if you didn't like it. So one or the other, please, because that stuff is good for the old algorithms. And I'd love to hear from you. Would love to hear your comments. And if you're not a subscriber already, I'd love to have you be a subscriber. And I'm at 373 now, so it's slowed down a lot. But when I do my next challenge, it'll probably, or collaboration, it'll probably pick up again. Really did well during December. That was awesome. I'm going to do all the collaborations that I did last December, next December, because A, they were fun, and B, it really gave my channel some exposure. That was the word I wanted. Okay, have a great day. I'm probably gonna go get ready for bed. Yep, 10:30 here in Yuma, Arizona on Thursday, April 18th. So it's a good time to wrap it up and get ready for bed. Take care. Bye.